What's the worst response to, "You're under arrest"? "No, I'm under the influence." A nose boop. Is this the part where you frisk me? I always love that part, haha. No. I'm a sovereign citizen and you are overstepping your authority. Because of maritime law or something. Do you know WHOIAM? Question mark. No, I'm dad. Gets tased. What snack can you not stop eating once it's open? Fucking anything, I'm a fat ass. Gardettos. What is that stupid tiny bag supposed to be? Like 4 servings? No way. Those little stale, greasy bread chips are done for as soon as I rip that bad boy open. Kettle cooked potato chips. Popcorn. 2 words, pirates. Booty. Pistachios or cashews. What is the dumbest way you've gotten a scar? For my 8th birthday, a classmate got me something like a grow your own stalagmite kit you could buy at educational stores. Apparently, the purpose was to add water to some powder material and use a funnel in the kit to drip it down to make your own cave features. Exciting. I know. Anyway, I kept it in the other birthday presents I got in a cardboard box in my room. Evidently, at some point, moisture got into the box and the plastic the powder was in. And it began expanding. Having nowhere else to go, the stalagmite material oozed its way out through the narrow slits in its box and hardened into razor-sharp edges. I found this out quite bloodily when I put my hand into my birthday box to grab another toy and pulled it out with permanently altered fingerprints on my thumb, index, and middle fingers. In 5th grade, one asked a girl to be my girlfriend. She said no. I turned around and fell down a hill and slashed my ankle open on a rock. I have a lifelong scar to remind me of the rejection. I have one on the back of my hand from rubbing the skin off with a pencil eraser longer than the other kid did when I was 13 just to prove I was tough. My brother, sister and I all have the same kind of scar in our left eyebrow and got them at the same age. My brother opened an empty dresser drawer and smacked himself in the face. My sister ran into a brick wall and I fell off the couch onto a coffee table. In high school I ended up at a house party at Miss Teen New Jersey's house. We did not know Miss Teen New Jersey, but she did say we could help ourselves to fridge beer. Opened the fridge and there was 1 beer left. A wheat beer forgotten in the vegetable drawer. I grabbed it and when pulling it out caught the back of my hand on something sharp on the underside of the shelf and it shot blood everywhere. Like a shocking amount. On the fridge and the food and the floor. I was desperately trying to clean it up when my buddy comes in looking like he'd seen a ghost and pulled me into the bathroom, where he'd taken a huge dump, which clogged the toilet. He then saw the bloody rag on my hand and got immediately sick, puking in the sink, which also clogged. This was 1998 and I still have the scar on my hand. I have no memory of how well we managed to fix any of these problems. But yeah, we never got to go back to Miss Teen New Jersey's house. I used a pressure washer on my foot. What sucks, has sucked, and always will suck. Ticketmaster. Mosquitoes. Back injury, pain. Being poor. Periods. Cancer. What is a job you would not do even if you were paid $150K a month? I would eat shit naked on a skyscraper welding bombs for 1.8 meters a year. That's a hard question. Probably something to do with exposure to toxic chemicals in an uncontrolled environment. Anything that is an unavoidable and serious detriment to your health. Pretty much anything else. You could work for a year or 2 and live off the interest. Underwater, underground work. I could climb a tower for a large enough amount of money. I trust my body and my safety gear. But no amount of skill and safety can help me when I'm stuck a mile underwater, underground. Underwater ocean welding. Cave diving. Fucking nope. Mission specialist on OceanGate Titan. What's an overused saying that isn't even true? You only use 10% of your brain is only true in the same way that a stoplight only uses 33% of its lights. Sweating like a pig. Pigs can't sweat. Ignore them and they'll leave you alone. No, they won't. They'll just try harder until they use physical force. Good things come to those who wait. You need to be proactive to get what you want. You're like a bull in a china shop. Mythbusters actually busted this myth. The bulls tried to weave neatly in between the bookcases of chinaware. They weren't at all destructive or messy. You won't have a calculator in real life. What would you say if someone you just met asked, "What do you stand for?" Most nights, I don't know anymore. I stand for podiums. It's really something I can get behind. If you stand for nothing, brr, what will you fall for? I have a back injury and it hurts to sit, so I stand. Pregnant women and the elderly on a crowded bus. That's kind of a weird question to ask someone you just met. What's the worst thing you can say to someone at a funeral? My grandmother died in 1978. At my grandfather's funeral in 2012, someone leaned into my dad and whispered, "You're an orphan now." It should have been you. In fact, my cousin is dying of cancer and my other cousin actually said this to me. I was born with a heart condition, so I guess I should be dying, not my cousin. I just walked away. 'Bout time. Whose dick do I have to suck to get a drink around here? So, now that you are single, I'm sorry for your loss. Move on. What have you given up because of inflation? Not too much. Mostly just my future. Buying a home. Crying. Pre-tipping. What if it's all fucked up when I finally get my food? Fast food. Prices keep going up. Buying a house, apartment. Yesterday I was reading apartment prices and I went, wow. A 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Vancouver for only $1.20 mil. Quote. I've given up on having a future. I'll be working until the day I die. Subscribe, my brothers.